Hi everyone, welcome to Formato Tutorials. This is a quick start guide. Today we'll be looking at 10 Formato shortcuts which will double your formatting speed instantly. I'll take you through Formato's alignment, distribution and resizing shortcuts. It is helpful to remember that roughly 80% of slides have a table structure with columns and rows. Hence table operations such as align, distribute and resize have the biggest bang for buck. Let's start exploring the alignment shortcuts. Together we tracked the user working in consulting last week, and alignment is the shortcut he uses the most by far. He used them roughly 2,500 times in one work week. To align shapes, you simply select the shapes you want to align. Then hold Ctrl-Alt for Windows and Ctrl-Command for Mac. Press left to align left, right to align right, and C to align center. Similarly, holding Ctrl-Alt or Ctrl-Command, press up to align top, down for bottom, and M for middle. By default, the alignment shortcuts take the outermost shape as the reference. If you want to change the logic to align by the first selected shape, you can simply toggle first selected in the ribbon. Now the shapes will align based on the first selected shape. You can toggle between logics easily and find out what works best for you. You can also align shapes to the slide by only selecting one shape at a time and then calling the alignment shortcuts. I would like to emphasize how important these alignment shortcuts are. Remember, our consultant user used the alignment shortcut 2,500 times last week. At 3 seconds in time savings per shortcut, he saved roughly 2 hours with just the alignment shortcuts in a week. To distribute shapes, again, select the shapes you want to distribute. Hold Alt-Shift for Windows and Ctrl-Command for Mac and press H for horizontal distribution and V for vertical distribution. Now remember how I mentioned in the beginning that 80% of slides have table structures. Instead of individually distributing each row and column, with Formato you can simply group multiple aligned shapes into columns, then distribute them horizontally in one go. Simply select all shapes in the table and then click the Group as Column symbol. Now the columns are grouped into one, so you can simply distribute them horizontally in one go. You can do the same thing for the rows as well, simply selecting the shapes that are in the table and then clicking Group as Rows. Now you can distribute vertically and the table slide is done. To resize shapes, first select the shape with the target size, then the shapes to match the size. Press Alt-Z or Ctrl-Z for same size, Ctrl-Alt-E or Ctrl-Command-E for same width, Ctrl-Shift-E or Command-Shift-E for same height. Resizing is also very powerful when used in combination with grouping. For example, making lines the same width as the headers. Or making boxes the same height as the relevant columns. Now let's do a quick recap. You can use the align shortcuts by pressing Ctrl-Alt or Ctrl-Command on Mac and then pressing the arrow keys or C for center and M for middle. You can distribute shapes by pressing Ctrl-Alt or Ctrl-Command, then H for horizontal and V for vertical. You can make shapes the same size by pressing Alt or Ctrl-Z, Ctrl-Alt or Ctrl-Command-E for same width, Ctrl-Shift or Command-Shift-E for same height. I know this might have been a lot, but you will get used to the shortcuts instantly. You just have to start using them as often as possible. For assistance, you can use our Formato Assistant, which will give you shortcut recommendations based on the slide context to guide you into implementing them without disrupting your workflow. or simply review the shortcut overview with Ctrl-Alt-Q on Windows or Ctrl-Command-I on Mac. In case of questions, feedback, or anything else, please do not hesitate to reach out to me. Thank you for your time.